Hello everyone. My greetings to each one of you. This is the seventh session on developmental experience of India till 1990. In the previous session, you have understood basic features of agricultural sector in India. The developmental path of agriculture has not been very smooth. Despite having institutional and technological changes, it still faces with lots of problems. Agriculture faces problems relating to land, to labor, to capital, to credit, and so on. I am Poonam Vohra from Idupt Economics Learning Center. In this session, the focus is on the problems faced by the agricultural sector so far as land is concerned. So let's understand.
Let us try to understand various problems faced by agricultural sector relating to land. Most important problem is the existence of inequality. Vast inequality exists in the distribution of land in India. There is considerable concentration of land holding among rich farmers and money lenders, and a vast majority of farmers own very small and uneconomic size of holdings, leading to higher cost per unit. Not only that, they are fragmented also. It was shocking that 59% of holdings in 1991 were marginal, that is below 1 hectare. Another 19% were small holdings, that is in between 1 to 2 hectares, and large holdings above 10 hectares accounted for only 1.6% of the total holdings. Hence, there is a wide gap between small farmers, medium farmers, and big farmers. The main reason for this sad state of affairs is existence of our inheritance laws. Another important problem is that average size of holdings is very small. The average size of holdings has declined from 2.28 hectares in 1970-71 to 1.50 hectares in 95-96. The problem of small and fragmented holdings is more serious in densely populated and intensively cultivated states, where the average size of land holdings is less than 1 hectares, and in certain parts it is less than even 0.5 hectares. And this makes the efficient use of land virtually impossible and adds to the difficulties of increasing capital equipment on the farms. Agriculture is still dependent on the behavior of monsoon in quantity as well as in spatial distribution. Nearly 68% of cultivable area is rain-fed, and the average rainfall is about 88 centimeters, and its distribution is uneven and concentrates only in 3-4 months of the year. Most of the rainwater runs off to the sea through rivers. Not only is the rainwater being wasted, but more and more of good topsoils are being eroded, and now even groundwater is getting depleted. There also exists lack of productive land. Productive land has been shrinking as the available land is continuously being eroded. Out of 155 million hectares, only 60 million hectare is irrigated. There has been one or the other problem limiting its productive use. Reasons for productivity loss is waterlogging, soil contamination due to dumping of industrial and mining waste, high salt accumulation, river and canal pollution because of disposal of untreated sewage and city garbage. Also, inappropriate use of fertilizers and pesticides causes lack of nutrients in the soil that are necessary for healthy agricultural productivity. India also lacks a modernized infrastructure for promoting agriculture. Apart from this, there is also imbalance so far as the cropping pattern is concerned. The crops that are grown in India are categorized as food crops and non-food crops. And there exists unhealthy competition between these two crops. Out of the total cropped area, nearly 3/4 are occupied by food crops like wheat and rice. There are shortages of oilseeds and pulses. Distribution of assured quality seeds was also a challenge as good quality seeds were out of reach of majority of the farmers, particularly small and marginal farmers, due to their exorbitant prices. Thus the result of faulty agricultural planning.
Now assess yourself. A statement is given. You are required to answer one simple question. The statement is, large holdings, that is above 10 hectares, accounted for only 1.6% of the total holdings. How does it lead to fragmentation of land holding? You need to answer. Now the holding is large, but it leads to fragmentation of land. The reason is existence of inheritance laws. Say, different tracts of land have different levels of fertility. If there are two sons and there are 4 different tracts of land, it will be distributed accordingly. That is, each son will get a smaller tract of land from all the 4 tracts of land. That means each tract of land gets distributed in 2. It's not that one son will take any 2 tracts of land and the other son will take other 2 tracts of land. Since this is not done, each tract of land will be given to each son. It leads to fragmentation of land, and due to which neither the technology nor any other new practice can occur, leading to low productivity. And following such practice will lead to smaller and smaller plots of land with each passing generation. That is the problem. I hope you have understood the problems relating to land in agricultural sector. With this, the session comes to an end. The next session focuses on problems relating to labor in agricultural sector. Till then, keep reading, keep learning, keep collecting the updates in the sector. See you in the next session.